Hello and welcome from Budapest. This is Hungary Reports from Public Media M1, bringing you the latest news from Hungary and the Carpathian Basin in English. I'm Árpád Szőci. Great that you can be with us. The distribution of migrants among EU states has become a hot topic again. Hungary rejects the idea. In fact, Hungary's Foreign Affairs and Trade Minister said that no amount of pressure from Brussels, Berlin, Paris or Rome can force Hungary to accept migrants. Híradó went on to say that the goal of the new left-wing Italian government is to put a mandatory quota for migrants on the agenda of the EU.
In the forthcoming period, there will be even more pressure on us. It is not a coincidence that the Prime Minister of Italy is visiting pro-migration governments one after the other. This gives obvious tasks for us, Hungarians and Central Europeans, who are known to represent an anti-migration standpoint. We must make ourselves as strong as steel, similarly to pro-migration forces. We have to make it clear that there is no pressure, neither from Brussels, nor from Berlin, Paris or Rome, that could force us to receive even one illegal immigrant, because under no circumstances will we do so.
And some MEPs who are very pro-migrant are very upset about some of the new posts being named at the new European Commission run by President Ursula von der Leyen. For example, there's the post that takes care of the European way of life and the post responsible for democracy and demography. Critics believe there's no need for such newly created powers.
The President of the European Commission announced on Tuesday last week what portfolios the commissioners will be responsible for. The new leader of the EC has assigned Margarita Schinas to the post of protecting our European way of life. Von der Leyen has also expanded the portfolio, which means it will oversee the EU's external and internal security issues and migration as well. The decision has generated a huge outcry among the EU's pro-migration forces. We refuse the establishment of such a portfolio and to connect that with migration, the faction leader of the Socialists said at the European Parliament session on Tuesday. The Green Party's faction leader attacked the new portfolio the most resolutely.
What is the European way of life? Can you describe it to me? If I listen to Viktor Orban, this is the way of life where a marriage is a man and a woman and they have many children and the woman stays at home to take care of the children. They go to Mass on Sunday. They find it right to imprison kids as long as they are migrants, to put barbed wire. Is that the European way of life? Well, I happen to be European, and this is not my way of life.
The European People's Party made a stand for Ursula von der Leyen's notion. Faction leader Manfred Weber said he is proud of being European, and he does not understand why some politicians are against this term.
Is here somebody in the room who wants to live the Chinese way of life? Is somebody in the room who wants to live the African way of life or the American way of life? I want to live the European way of life, with solidarity, with democracy, with protecting human rights, especially when it is about migrants.
Fidesz warmly welcomed the EPP standing up for European values.
Hungary's Foreign Affairs and Trade Ministry has given the Hungarian Church Aid organization 15,000 euros to support its efforts to help struggling Christian communities in the Middle East. The money is being used to renovate 2 school grounds as well as purchase sportswear and sports equipment.
Destroyed houses, burned down schools and ruined churches. This is how Iraqi cities have looked after the war. We have suffered a lot. We had walked in the desert for 4 days, but only at night so we wouldn't get shot. This Yazidi woman recalled how she fled with her children from jihadists. Millions have left their homes in the past few years. The ecumenical charity has been helping persecuted families for years to allow them to move back to their homes as soon as possible. They have rebuilt apartments, renovated schools, and have also refurbished a water system that serves many thousands of people. Their work has been supported by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade with 5 million forints. The Iraqi aid program of Hungarian Church Aid is part of the Hungary Helps program, which has been launching missions since 2017 for those persecuted because of their religion. 245 million people suffer from some kind of persecution because they are Christians, Tamás Mencer said. The State Secretary for Communication and the International Representation of Hungary said the Hungarian government's firm stance is that the problem should not be brought here. Instead, the help should be brought there, where it is needed the most. The Hungary Helps program has allocated more than 11 billion forints, or about 33 million euros, for helping persecuted Christians. Hungary has helped approximately 50,000 people, either to remain or to return to their homes.
More and more schools and kindergartens are holding what they call happy classes. Students are taught which of their skills they can further develop to make themselves more successful and happier later in life. Currently, 100,000 pupils are participating. The foundation that's behind this, called The World's Better With You, hopes the curriculum will catch on with other schools.
The students of the István Bátori Primary School in Veszprém take part in a happiness class. They develop those abilities playfully that could help them lead a happier life. Students who participate in these classes are freer, they express their opinions more independently, and they have better relationships with each other, the teacher said. Every month they focus on a different topic. In September, for example, the concept of gratitude. In October, optimism. And on another occasion, good deeds will be at the center of attention. We are talking about thank you, about what it really means, a student said. 1,400 institutions participate in the program of The World is Better With You Foundation, where 100,000 children learn how they could lead a happier life. We are dealing with such profound topics as forgiveness or coping strategies, because it is indeed very important to help children develop a positive attitude as early as possible, by which they can become healthier and happier adults, the president of the foundation said. The government also supports education dealing with mental health. We have embraced this initiative and supported it financially too. As a government, our task is to provide the necessary conditions so that it is good to live and work in Hungary and to bring up children here, Katalin Novák said. Institutions that join the program receive the Happy School and Kindergarten title.
Starting Wednesday, you can check out some of the best photos from World Press Photo in Budapest at the Hungarian National Museum. It's all part of World Press Photo's worldwide tour, showcasing photography from its 62nd annual contest. Altogether, there are more than 140 pics from 43 photographers from around the world. One of them is renowned Hungarian nature photographer Bence Máté. The exhibition can be viewed until October 23rd. And this year, Budapest's grand cultural institution, MUPA, is hosting once more Bridging Europe, this time focusing on Italy. We become familiar with the literature, dance, and music of the country. It all starts on Wednesday and continues until next Friday with lots of programs galore. Bellissima! And that's all for now. But we'll also be back the next night live right after the news in Hungarian at 11 p.m. local time. You can also catch us in repeats and online. Please stay tuned now, if you can, for our new shows in German, Russian, and Chinese. Thanks very much for watching, and viszontlátásra!